Okay, today we're going to work on form shots, and you're going to do these laying down, and you can do it inside or you can do it outside. I prefer to do it outside. It's still not that cold yet. Obviously be mindful that you don't have any objects that can get damaged or broken in your vicinity, because it is possible the ball's going to roll away and hit something. So make sure you got a good amount of space. Now when it comes to form shooting, there are 5 things I want you to focus on. Some of them are things that I've preached over the years and I've learned from other coaches. A few of them are from Nick Nurse's new book, Rapture, where he actually breaks down the art of shooting, that he thinks factors that are important and things that he even teaches to his NBA players. So the first thing is going to be to have a nice soft grip on the ball. And simply what this means is you don't want to be squeezing that ball and having a lot of pressure and tension on that ball. It could affect your shot or the direction of the flight path of the ball. The second thing is going to be to have your index finger and your middle finger right between the air hole. Okay, so splitting the air hole. And that's going to be the positioning of your hand on the ball, and is going to be right in the middle of the ball. You're going to have your hand right in the middle of the ball. The third thing is going to be how you position the ball in your hand after you grip it around the air holes, okay? And what I mean by that is some players will have that ball flat on their palm, and what I like is just a little bit of space between the ball and the palm of your hand, so you have a little bit more control of that ball. And the simple experiment is put the ball flat in your palm and move it around and see how little control you have, and then squeeze it out just a little bit. Again, not too tight, because you want to have a nice soft grip on the ball, but just a little bit, and now you're using more of the pads of your fingertips to have a little bit more control and stability with that ball. Fourth thing is going to be your guide hand. Okay, you want to have that at the side of the ball. We've talked about that quite a bit the last couple of weeks. You don't want it affecting your shot. And the fifth thing is going to be, when you bring that ball up, have your wrist cocked back, ready to shoot, and your elbow, of course, a 90-degree angle. And when you flick your wrist, okay, it's cocked back, flick my wrist, lock my elbow. Okay, so you always want to extend that arm all the way out. And of course, as you're shooting, you're analyzing your shot. And as you will see in the workout program, there's what I refer to as the perfect shot. And that is a shot that's going to go straight up and straight down. It might go a little bit forward, but it's going to be in an area where you're able to catch it. And you certainly don't want it going off to your right or to your left. Okay, that's an indication that you're not shooting the ball straight. So you want to keep an eye on the flight path of that ball. And ideally it goes straight up, straight down with some backspin. Okay, you'll notice with this week's individual workout plan, there's also 2 cardio or quick feet drills is what I like to call them. And one, what I call is a slalom. As you can see, it's pretty easy to do. Just have objects, cones, shoes, whatever you like. You can use a ball. You're just jumping back and forth. And as soon as your feet hit the ground on one side, pop right back up, go to the other side. And really, you only want your toes touching the ground. You don't want your heels touching the ground too much. Okay, and you try to go as quickly as you can. The second version is front to back, and you're doing the same thing. As soon as you jump over, you jump right back. And again, ideally the balls of your feet or your toes are hitting the ground, and right back on the other side. You don't want your heels touching the ground too much. So that's a wrap for this week. I know it's getting a little bit colder out. Obviously there's some snow on the ground, but this workout you should be able to do indoors, assuming you got a little bit of space, or you can still do it outside if the weather's not too bad and it's dry. And it's intended really to make you focus on proper shooting technique. And if you practice, I'm sure that it'll pay off. When we get back in the gym, you'll see an improvement with your shot. Take care, and I'll see you soon.